Imagine waking up in just 3 days feeling lighter, more energetic, and free of that bloated, uncomfortable gut feeling. All because you triggered your body's own healing. What if I told you that restoring your gut health in 72 hours, yes, just 3 days, is not a fantasy, but entirely possible if you follow the right steps? But here's the catch. Most people do it wrong. They chase fads, pills, detox teas, and end up worse off. Isn't that scary? What they don't know is that your gut is the doorway to everything. Your mood, your immunity, your hormones, your digestion. And if that door is blocked, your entire body suffers. In this video, I'll teach you exactly how to restore your gut in just 3 days. Step by step. And yes, you're going to see results. But if you skip even one key element, the plan fails. So stay with me until the end, because the final tip is often overlooked, yet it's the one that triggers the magic. But first, when was the last time you thanked your guts for doing all the heavy lifting? I mean, they process your Taco Tuesday, your midnight snack raids, your burnt popcorn. They've been through a lot. Let's get started, because your gut can't wait, and neither should you. Every day, millions of people suffer silently. Gas, bloating, irregularity, fatigue, brain fog, even depression. They try probiotic powders, pill bottles full of supplements, and restrictive diets. Some feel slight relief, but many end up frustrated. Why? Because they've misunderstood the root. The entire ecosystem of your gut, the microbiome, is under siege. Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria, good and bad. When balance tilts toward the bad, we call that dysbiosis. Dysbiosis can lead to leaky gut, inflammation, poor nutrient absorption, cravings, immune system overload, mood issues, even skin problems. Picture this. You're walking down the grocery aisle choosing healthy foods, but inside your body, there's microscopic warfare going on. And if you let the bad bacteria run the show, you might end up with chronic disease, stubborn fat, brain fog, autoimmune triggers. That's not hyperbole, that's science. But there's good news, and a timer. Because your body can heal, and it can begin that in just 3 days, if given the right environment. Here's what the 3-day restore plan looks like. Day 1, cleanse and reset. Remove the biggest offenders. Start rebuilding. Day 2, nourish and feed. Flood your body with what the good microbes love. Day 3, reinforce and support. Seal, calm, and rebuild the barrier. I'll also share the critical bonus tip, your cliffhanger, that many gut experts ignore. And if you miss it, you'll sabotage everything you've just built. Day 1 is about removing the stressors, resetting your terrain. You need to turn off the triggers so that your good bacteria can begin to thrive. Immediately stop processed sugar, artificial sweeteners, ultra-processed foods, excess alcohol, refined carbs. They're like jet fuel to bad bacteria. Yes, that double chocolate fudge brownie just fired up your internal arsonists. Your gut microbiome is less like a calm Zen garden, more like a wild party. Stop inviting the troublemakers. Also, skip common food irritants for 72 hours like gluten, dairy, if you suspect sensitivity, and excess caffeine. Don't worry, this isn't forever, just a reset. Drink plenty of filtered water. Aim for half your body weight in ounces. Like, for example, if you weigh 160 pounds, that's 80 ounces of water. Add a pinch of sea salt or Himalayan salt to each liter to help electrolyte balance. This flushes waste, supports lymph, and helps your gut lining. Add in a gentle cleansing tool, like a warm lemon and ginger water in the morning, or a magnesium malate or citrate, only if tolerated, to encourage bowel transit. The goal is a clean slate, not a violent purge. Support your liver, kidneys, skin, and lymphatics because they're your allies. Saunas, dry brushing, gentle movement, infrared therapy, or contrast showers help your lymph and detox pathways. Don't do heavy workouts. Light walking or yoga is perfect. Also, get sunlight or full-spectrum light exposure early in the day to regulate circadian rhythm. That matters for gut, immunity, and hormones. So that's day 1, remove stressors, flush gently, support your systems. Think of day 1 like clearing the garden, day 2 like planting seeds, only you're feeding the good microbes so they take root and take over. Prebiotics are the favorite food of beneficial bacteria. Foods high in inulin, FOS, resistant starch are your best bets. Examples: onions, garlic, leeks, asparagus, chicory root, Jerusalem artichoke, green banana, cooked then cooled rice or potatoes for resistant starch. Remember, don't overdo it right away. Too much fiber too fast can trigger gas, especially if your gut is inflamed. Start slow, maybe half servings in the morning. Bring in fermented foods like kefir, yogurt, unsweetened, sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha, low sugar, water kefir, coconut yogurt, miso, tempeh. These introduce live microbes, but pick small serving sizes at first, especially if you're new, to avoid a Herx reaction. That's temporary bloating or gas. Support your microbes with polyphenol-rich plants, berries, green tea, cocoa, turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, herbs, and spices. Also include zinc, vitamin C, glutamine, collagen, and omega-3 fats, all crucial for gut barrier repair. Here's a sample meal for day 2. In the morning, have warm water with lemon, then oatmeal or chia pudding with berries, a teaspoon of inulin-rich root, or onion or leek in a savory bowl. For lunch, a big veggie salad with leafy greens, onions, garlic, plus protein and a fermented side. Snack on green tea and a handful of berries or nuts. For dinner, lightly cooked veggies with protein and a resistant starch side, plus a small serving of sauerkraut or kimchi. Move, but gently, a brisk walk, stretching, restorative yoga. Then deep breathing, meditation or mindfulness to calm the sympathetic fight-or-flight axis. Why? Because high stress means more cortisol, which means more gut permeability. By the end of day 2, you'll begin to feel shifts, less bloating, a bit more ease, but that's not enough. On day 3, we seal the deal. But here's the twist. If you fail to seal, everything you've done can leak away like water through a cracked bucket. Stay tuned for how to seal your gut properly, without special drugs or gimmicks. Day 3 is where restoration becomes lasting. You're no longer just creating change, you're enforcing it. The gut lining is like a brick wall. Tight junctions are the mortar. In dysbiosis or stress, those junctions loosen, leading to what we call leaky gut. The goal is to restore tight junction integrity. Key healing agents include L-glutamine, zinc carnosine, colostrum or lactoferrin, aloe vera, deglycyrrhizinated licorice, often called DGL, slippery elm, marshmallow root, butyrate or butyrate precursors, and polyphenols. These compounds help the cells of your gut lining regenerate and seal the barrier. Always check with your physician, especially if you have medical conditions or are using medications. As your microbes ferment prebiotics, they produce short-chain fatty acids, especially butyrate, which feed colonocytes, the cells lining your colon, and support barrier health. Eating prebiotic-rich fiber plus polyphenols ensures you get these postbiotics. Some folks use sodium butyrate supplements, but honestly, real food is best. Circadian synchrony and eating window alignment, these are game changers. In simple terms, when you eat is just as critical as what you eat. Most people eat over 14, 16, or even 18 hours a day, starting with an early breakfast, snacking all day, and then having late dinners. This disrupts your gut's healing tempo, your microbiome's rhythms, your gut lining recovery, and cellular autophagy. In contrast, limiting your eating window to about 8 to 10 hours, with at least 14 to 16 hours of fasting, gives your gut and body the fasting time to rest and repair. The benefits: less chance for pathogenic overgrowth, more time for autophagy, think cellular cleanup, synchronization of your microbiome's rhythm, since many gut bacteria have diurnal cycles, and lower inflammation and oxidative stress. So here's how you apply this. On your 3-day reset, you might eat between, say, 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., or noon to 8 p.m. Then fast with water or herbal teas the rest of the time. That fasting window becomes your secret weapon to lock in progress. Let's quickly recap. Day 1. Remove stressors like sugar, processed food, and irritants. Flush gently and support detox pathways. Day 2. Feed the good guys, prebiotics, fermented foods, polyphenols, and gentle movement. Day 3. Seal and heal with glutamine, zinc carnosine, postbiotics, barrier support, and immune calming. And the bonus tip? Align your eating window with your body's clock. Fast most of the day, and eat within a tight window. When layered together, this creates synergy. You starve the bad, build the good, heal the barrier, and synchronize your system. That's how you restore gut health in just 3 days. Now, let me be honest, this isn't a fairy tale. You may experience temporary discomfort, gas, bloating, a little fatigue, maybe even mood shifts, especially as your gut microbes adjust. That's called a Herx reaction. It's not a setback, it's a sign the system is rebalancing. Don't freak out. Stay the course. If you have IBS, SIBO, autoimmune disease, or food sensitivities, you might need to adjust or slow down. Always consult a practitioner, but you can still apply the framework, just more gently. After your 3-day reset, your job is to transition, not crash back to old habits. Here's a simple 14-day plan. Week 1, that's days 4 through 10, gradually reintroduce variety, whole grains, legumes, resistant starches in small doses. Continue your eating window. Keep support for the barrier with glutamine, polyphenols, and fermented foods. Add in prebiotic layering. Rotate different fiber types, plants, and herbs. Maintain low stress, movement, sleep, and light exposure. Monitor for reactions. If symptoms reappear, pull back and stabilize, then reintroduce more slowly. If you stick to this, by day 14 your gut will be operating at a new baseline of health, not just a temporary patch. Here's your call to action. Don't just watch, commit. Start today. Don't wait for Monday, because every extra day of imbalance means inflammation, oxidative stress, hormone disruption, poor absorption, and fatigue. Your health doesn't wait, and your future self will thank you for fighting for your gut now. Post in the comments, which day do you start? I'll be there cheering you on. Also, for those who want a printable 3-day plan and food list, check the link in the description. And yes, I'll drop that 14-day transition video soon, so subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss it. Your gut is the gateway to vitality. In 3 days you can crack that gateway open again. Will you unlock it or ignore the key? The choice is yours. Start now.